2022년 3월 4일 뉴멕시코주 엘버커키 경찰은 도심의 한 골목에서 총격 사건이 발생했다는 신고를 받고 출동합니다. 인근 식당에서 일하던 10대 직원이 방금 총에 맞아 숨졌다는 내용이었습니다. 피해자는 제이라고 불리던 16세의 호세 루이즈로 머리에 총상을 입은 채 이미 사망한 상태였습니다. 경찰들은 이곳에서 정확히 무슨 일이 벌어졌는지를 밝히기 위해 분주히 움직였고 골목 안쪽에서 CCTV를 발견했습니다.
Yeah, so he just walked to the passenger side.
And they react.
감시 카메라는 실제 총격 장면을 상세히 담지는 못했지만 범행 직후 현장을 떠나는 용의자의 차량을 포착했습니다. 경찰은 목격자들을 찾아다니며 진술을 확보했고 그 과정에서 제이의 고용주가 나와서 며칠 전 제이와 여자친구의 오빠 사이에 벌어진 다툼에 대해 증언했습니다.
You know, supposedly his girlfriend got jumped back here on Saturday. They were both supposed to work, but then I think he had said that there was some kind of altercation between him and the girlfriend's brother, and his knuckles, he said, were all cut up from it. Is he going to be okay, or? No?
I don't believe so.
Oh my God, that kid is 16 years old.
이후 형사들은 여자친구인 17세 엘리자베스 발도나도를 만나러 제이의 할아버지 집으로 갔습니다. 임신 중이던 엘리자베스는 잠시 그곳에 머물고 있었습니다. 엘리자베스의 이름은 그녀의 어머니와 똑같으므로 이제부터 그녀의 애칭인 엘리로 부르겠습니다.
This morning, him and my brother were supposed to box it out because this has nothing to do with this at all. My brother and him just don't get along. They bump heads very much. But my brother would never do this. He knows how I feel about Jade. He knows how that would crush me.
Tell me a little bit about why they were gonna box it out.
Because me and Jay were arguing at my mom's, and he didn't like the way Jay was yelling at me. So he got in his face. And, yeah, typical brother stuff. Trying to be protective and stuff.
So I have these phones because I am conducting an investigation, okay? As soon as I'm done talking with Mom, I will come back and then we'll discuss.
What's your mom's first name?
Elizabeth? You just tell her this is Lucy.
형사가 엘리자베스를 부르자 여자친구의 어머니인 47세 엘리자베스가 방 안으로 들어왔습니다. 그때 방 밖에는 피해자 제이의 어머니가 얼굴이 새하얗게 질린 채 서 있었습니다. 형사는 엘리자베스에게 간단히 절차를 설명한 뒤 제이의 어머니에게 비극적인 소식을 전하기 위해 방 밖으로 나갔습니다.
Right now, I don't have much other than officers were dispatched to the alleyway in reference to Jose being deceased, okay?
What happened?
And that's why so we just got called out. That's why I'm trying to interview as many people.
형사의 말을 듣고 있던 제이의 어머니는 그 자리에서 힘이 풀린 채 쓰러지고 말았습니다. 형사들은 사람들을 내보낸 후 엘리자베스를 따로 불러 이야기를 나눕니다. 그리고 이 뒤틀린 사건의 실체가 조금씩 드러나기 시작합니다.
Elizabeth, so I'm gonna read you your rights, okay?
Why?
Just because I have some more detailed questions I want to ask, and I want to make sure that you understand your rights.
I may not want to answer no questions I don't understand.
I have some more questions about your car, okay? Because the car is not where you're saying you left it at.
So I have to call my car was stolen.
So here's the thing, okay? So I believe your car was used in today's homicide. Okay?
You're lying to me.
No, I am not. Okay, so if you don't tell me who had your car,
I don't know. All
It's
I know
your
is
car.
I left my car at the side of the road.
okay.
I didn't lend my car to nobody.
형사는 엘리자베스에게 그녀의 차량이 범행 현장을 떠나는 모습으로 포착됐다는 사실을 알렸습니다.
Your son and his friends have a problem with Jay, and Jay is now dead, and people are telling me it's your car on scene.
Ben said he wouldn't and my parents gone, and I was with them today.
Okay. So you were with them all day.
Yes.
They went to the laundromat with you.
They did not go to the laundromat with me. During that time, they were all at home.
But you wouldn't know because you weren't home.
They're not allowed to leave the house unless they have permission because I need to know where they're going.
그녀의 진술에 따르면 오전 9시에 아들 안젤로의 면접이 있어 코튼우드에 있는 워터버거까지 해당 차량을 타고 함께 다녀온 뒤 집으로 돌아왔다고 합니다. 이후 오전 10시 30분경에는 혼자 차를 타고 외출했지만 차량이 고장나는 바람에 길가에 세워두고 집까지 걸어왔다고 말했습니다. 오후 1시 30분에서 2시 30분 사이에는 지인의 차를 타고 세탁소에 다녀왔다고 진술했습니다. 제이는 오전 11시 20분경 총상을 입고 사망한 것으로 확인됐습니다.
Because you're saying it broke down, I left my car there. We've
And off the
We've
chips, I
been
just don't know what's
driving
just
up
out
and
now.
down. I know we've been driving up and down trying to find your car. We've called in, checked to see if it was towed. It has not been towed. And again,
So then where's my car?
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Okay. So, did you shoot Jay?
No, I didn't. No. He's a kid. He's a baby.
I know, but somebody did.
But no. I have no reason to do anything.
Okay. So then, you leave your car. I don't know if you know that.
I was not there.
Okay. But I'm telling you, your car was,
That bothers me.
and I bet. But I also feel like you know more than you're telling me.
But I don't.
Okay.
So when I go in a while, I'm gonna have to call and make a report.
If that's what you need to do, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's my car.
엘리자베스와의 면담을 마친 형사는 그녀의 아들이자 당시 16세였던 안젤로 발도나도가 아르바이트를 하고 있던 곳으로 향했습니다. 그리고 가족 차량의 행방에 대한 진술이 갑자기 달라지기 시작합니다.
From my understanding, you guys have known each other for a while. You kind of have like a kind of
It
good
was like
rapport.
we was cool. We was good. Like we are good. It's just like one time he hit my sister, so I got.
He hit your sister?
Yeah, but we just got into like a little dispute, like a fist fight.
Yeah.
But then we was cool after that. We was just.
Where's that car?
I don't give that to him.
You gave it back to her? When did you give it back to her? Oh yeah, she said like Waterbury or something like that, right?
안젤로는 그날 아침 혼자 운전해서 면접 장소로 갔다고 진술했습니다. 이는 엘리자베스가 아들을 차로 데려다줬다고 말한 것과 정면으로 충돌하는 진술이었지만 아무런 자백은 없었고 증거도 나오지 않았습니다. 그리고 거의 20일이 지난 뒤 임신 중이던 엘리는 다시 한번 경찰 조사를 받게 됩니다. 그녀의 휴대전화를 포렌식 분석한 결과 처음에 말했던 것보다 더 많은 사실을 알고 있었을 가능성이 드러났습니다. 사건 전 며칠 동안 피해자인 제이와 주고받은 메시지에는 두 사람의 관계가 심각하게 흔들리고 있었다는 정황이 담겨 있었습니다. 하지만 그게 전부가 아니었습니다. 형사들은 그녀가 오빠인 길버트와 나눈 메시지도 발견합니다. 살인사건 이틀 전 길버트는 사람을 보내서 제이를 확실하게 혼낼 거야 라는 메시지를 엘리에게 보냈습니다. 그리고 사건 당일 메시지를 삭제하자는 내용도 확인되었습니다.
Past and you've had time to think about it, Elizabeth. I want to hear what happened. Because I think you know more than you told me that day.
I don't know anything. I really don't. Why would you guys assume that? Why would I know anything new about that?
Because I have your phones and I've looked through your phones. And so I do believe you know more.
what would I know more about? About who killed him? About
Yeah.
who did it? No, I don't
do.
know. I really don't know who did it.
So you brought up that your brother Gilbert had mentioned and said that he was going to send someone up there to take care of
But he didn't. Because my brother knows that if he were to do anything, I would never speak to him again or at all. I would have him part of my life at all.
So where is your mom's car?
I don't know. You're seriously assuming that one of my family members did it? Because the car is missing? She literally filed a report that her car was missing that night.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. She called. I even was there when she called.
Why are you covering for your mom and your brother?
I'm not covering for anybody. Are you f***ing serious? You seriously think that they did it?
Yes.
My mom loved that child too.
Okay, I told you that your mom's car is on video leaving the homicide. What if I told you
You know
that?
how many Toyota Camrys that are gold live in the city?
Well, what I tell you right now that your mom said she drove Angelo to his interview. Guess what? Angelo said he borrowed the car from your mom and he drove himself to the interview. He used your mom's car to go to McDonald's and Anthony. So obviously, somebody's lying. Things I'm seeing on
You're
the phone.
making me upset. You're telling me that my family did it when I know they didn't. My mom understood that if anything were to happen to him, I would not talk to any of them ever again. If my brother did it, he would have told me. If either of them did it. If my mom did it, she would have... I would literally block everyone out of my life if they did it.
And I kind of understand that you don't want to see.
No,
What I'm
you
trying
don't.
to
They
tell you,
don't. They did
because-
not do it.
Because
You
I
are
don't know
literally
what I
looking
would
in the
do.
wrong place. You're just trying to blame somebody just so that you can get someone for the crime. When none of them did it. I know they didn't do it because, well, I don't know for sure, but I know they wouldn't have done something like that. They know how much that would crush me, and literally they have seen how much I have died these past 2 weeks.
Okay, but
결국 흥분한 엘리는 어떠한 단서도 제공하지 않은 채 조사실을 뛰쳐나갔습니다. 그리고 거의 2달이 흐른 뒤 형사들은 마침내 다시 가족을 정면으로 마주할 준비가 되었다고 판단합니다. 첫 번째 대상은 살인사건 며칠 전 피해자를 해치겠다고 위협한 인물로 지목된 엘리의 오빠 길버트 차베스였습니다.
can I actually talk to you, Gilbert? You know what it's about because, you know, I've already done some research. Get your hand out of your pocket for me, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. You already know what this is about. So I'd like to give you the opportunity to explain why you told Elizabeth that.
Oh, this is what?
Gilbert, I'm not going to talk to you right here in the door. Do you want to come talk to me over here? Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay. Is your mom here?
She's showering right now.
Showering right now? Okay. Is on here?
No.
All right. So, Gilbert, tell me what you know.
About?
I know you threatened to take care of Josue.
Yeah, but I didn't do nothing. I wasn't even up here. I couldn't even do nothing.
Okay, so on your Facebook, you do disclose and say you're going to send somebody to take care of him.
Yeah, but did I send
Okay,
anybody?
so, well, who'd you send?
I didn't
Because he
send
died.
nobody. I didn't send nobody.
Do I need to be any clearer? He died.
I know he died. You guys just told me that.
Well, you know because...
Ain't nobody want to do it. They're all scared.
Okay.
So,
Then let's start from the beginning. What did Josue do that upset you for you to make such threats?
hit my sister.
Hit your sister? Okay, how do you know?
Because my sister told me.
Okay. Again, you have to realize that I'm investigating a homicide. Okay, a homicide in which you threatened to kill my victim.
So you're going to take my phone?
Yes. You take your phone, I'm gonna do a warrant on it. If for
All I
any
got to say
reason...
is just don't picture, you know what I'm saying, unless you want to see something, but it's a whole lot of something.
Okay.
잠시 후 길버트의 어머니인 엘리자베스가 집 밖으로 모습을 드러냅니다. 약속이 있어 서둘러 나가던 그녀를 형사는 몇 가지 확인할 사항이 있다며 멈춰 세웁니다.
Can I talk to you really fast?
I have to catch the bus, so I mean, you got 5 minutes of my time.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you for speaking with me. Have a good day.
And nobody ever
you
came by to
did.
look what's
You
called.
didn't report
This
your car.
I did. This
No.
is it. Yes, it is.
I already know.
Okay, you know
They
what,
tried-
lady? I'm not trying to deal with you, but this is the confirmation number that I
So
have to
why
send
did
to you.
why did you set up a fight between Angelo and Josue?
No.
Yes, you did. I've gathered phones,
Understood.
and based off of everybody's phone, not just Josue's phone, you were gonna set up a fight. You said you didn't, and you didn't want to, but the fight was gonna happen.
He said, well, come over in the morning. I was like, wait a minute, come over in the morning. And my son, Angelo, told me like this. He goes, Mom, I'm not going to fight him. He goes, I'm not trying to get into a fight. He goes, I have more respect for my sister than that. And that's how that went down. But the little boy, he called. He wanted to make the fight.
Right.
And I
I'm
was
not
asking
saying
myself, like, what are you guys going to do?
I'm not saying Josue didn't set the fight, but you let them know and you set up the fight because they were gonna fight
I
that
let
morning.
them know because they had to know. I'd be like, this is what's going on when your sister's left. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, I let them know.
지검에 따르면 엘리자베스는 이후 16세 아들 안젤로에게 책임을 떠넘겼고 그가 미성년자이기 때문에 더 가벼운 형을 받을 것이라 믿었던 것으로 전해졌습니다. 하지만 여러 목격자들의 진술과 수개월에 걸친 수사 끝에 검사들은 방아쇠를 당긴 인물이 엘리자베스라고 판단하게 됩니다.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? When I charge someone, you're gonna be charged along because I know you're hiding the truth and I know you're listening to me and you know you were gonna set up that fight that day. The end.
Young lady, I did not set no fight up. You're wrong. And I promise to God from
I'm
heaven,
going
you're
off
wrong.
your daughter's phone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
몇 주 후 살인 혐의로 체포된 안젤로는 신문실에 앉아 계속해서 어머니를 불러달라고 요청합니다.
Is your mom gonna be here? Was she driving? Was she driving down here?
No, she was talking to one of the people that was there at the house.
Oh, at the house.
She should come.
She should. Okay. So, Angelo, because you are a minor, I am gonna read you your rights.
That's why I want my mom here. That's the main reason. Like, then I get questions or something. My brother's like, go talk to my mom about it.
So you want your mom here while I read you your rights as well?
Yeah, I want her for the whole thing.
For the whole thing? Okay, fair enough.
Police Department, Elizabeth, this is Connor with APD. Angelo wanted you to be there with him.
하지만 아무런 응답이 없었습니다.
So I know that you asked her for your mom, but unfortunately, my sergeant and a detective just went to the house. She's not there, okay?
Can you go to her workplace? Please.
Unfortunately, no. At this time, you are going to get booked for your warrant,
What
okay?
exactly is the warrant?
It's a homicide warrant.
이후 안젤로는 1급 살인 혐의로 체포 기소됐습니다. 하지만 안젤로가 누나와 어머니 등 여러 가족과 나눈 교도소 통화 기록에 따르면 그는 끝까지 제이를 죽이지 않았다고 부인했습니다. 그러나 사건을 결정적으로 뒤집은 것은 안젤로의 형 길버트와 알렉산드라라는 한 여성이 나눈 페이스북 대화였습니다. 그 여성은 그럼 엄마가 한 거고 동생이 대신 뒤집어 쓴 거야? 라고 물었고 이에 길버트는 짧게 맞아 라고 답했습니다. 이후 안젤로는 형사들에게 어머니가 자신을 범인으로 몰아갔다고 주장한 것으로 전해졌습니다. 16세 안젤로는 살인 공모 및 중범 폭행이라는 더 가벼운 혐의의 유죄를 인정했고 21세가 될 때까지 소년구치소에 수감될 예정입니다. 한편 그의 어머니 엘리자베스는 체포된 뒤 2급 살인 혐의에 대해 유죄를 인정했고 징역 18년을 선고받았습니다. 영상 제작에 힘을 보태주실 분들은 구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정 부탁드립니다.